Hello everyone, welcome back to Kubota Farm in East Vineland, New Jersey. So we last left off, we slept the night, and I ended up finishing up all of the seeding over on our two fields over there. I think we did barley on those, and I figured we might as well go ahead and get our fertilizer laid down. So we're gonna fill up our sprayer and get to it. Hope everybody had an amazing Labor Day weekend, relaxing, maybe spend some time with friends and family. Hopefully you didn't have to work, and if you did, hopefully you didn't have to work through the whole thing. I know that feeling. I've been in retail, and yeah, that's always a kind of an adventure. Unfortunately, it goes with the territory, but hopefully you're well rested, ready to attack the rest of the week. It's going to be a short week for those of us that are in school or working, and the weekend will be here hopefully before we know it. It's pretty much what we all do, right? We work for the weekend. I know that's my normal game plan, needless to say. One thing I like about precision farming for sure is how nice and easy it makes it to, well, not to miss fertilizing parts of the field, but how it likes to, how it'll stop seeding and spraying and doing whatever it needs to do during field work if it's already been done, or if you're outside the field and stuff. That part is worth the price of admission right there, isn't it? So I think once we get our field fertilized, I think what we'll plan on doing is, I think we're going to buy some sheep. I know we talked about that on the last episode, and I think it's going to be a good idea. Easy to take care of. We honestly already have grass for them. So as far as food goes, we're in pretty good shape, I think. I like the way, water is now plumbed into the buildings, so we don't have to worry about water. And I don't think sheep take straw, do they? So we don't even have to really worry ourselves with straw, which is kind of nice. So I think that's the game plan. I think we'll buy some sheep and start taking care of some sheep. We do have all those bales still sitting over fermenting. So I think we'll buy some sheep, we'll get this finished up, and I think we'll probably end up having to take a nap again for the rest of the day. Come back, and our silage should be good to go by then. In fact, we might just fast forward a few hours and see if our silage is ready. I like these types of sprayers when you have open area. They can be kind of a nightmare if on some maps, European maps where you've got hedges and close proximity trees and stuff like that. But I do like these sprayers in open fields. Man, I am not doing a knockout job, am I, with covering my parts of my field. I'm noticing this right here in the middle, how it's kind of spraying. It seems like it's cutting out and spraying. Maybe that's just part of the way it looks. I don't know if this sprayer supports that, what's it called, See and Spray? That's for herbicide anyways, isn't it? I think that's for herbicide. Yeah. We're going to come back and we're going to fix some of those spots. I'm being a little too reckless. I'm being a little too reckless, I think, with this, even for my own liking. Well, I'll tell you what, this 7 miles an hour feels pretty sluggish, doesn't it? So I had got a couple mod videos done as well. One of them has been published already. If you have a chance to check it out, it's on something I didn't think I would do a mod video on, but I was so impressed with it that I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna do a video on this because this thing is sweet, and it is of all things a Komatsu mining dump truck. And the modder, I don't know if it's a conversion or what, but it is highly detailed. It's a beautiful looking mod. It's a big download. It's a couple hundred megs. Obviously then for PC only. Yeah, it's a big download. I mean, that's bigger than some maps that we get. But well worth it, at least in my opinion. The detail is fantastic. The truck is massive. I mean, it's, yeah. Well, you know, you've probably seen those big Caterpillar or those big mining haul trucks. Yeah, this thing is all of that for sure. But like I said, the mod author did a bang-up job, and I thought deserved, at the very least, deserved a video on it to showcase it. It makes me want to do some mining. I'm starting to see some of this equipment coming out, and some of these mods they're definitely getting much better. I have not used the Terraform mod, boy, for a while now. I remember when I tried it when FS22 first came out, at least early on. I was playing around with it and just to check it out and kind of mess around with it, and really haven't done kind of anything else with it since. And I've been watching some people play, do some role play with it, do some mining and excavating and stuff with it, and it looks kind of fun. You know, I didn't think it would be something I'd be too interested in, but I'm starting to get that little itch. You know, it takes me back to when I was a kid playing with the old Tonka trucks in a big sandbox, and yeah, it looks a lot of fun. I think that's only going to progress too, and I think we're going to see the quality of that aspect of the game, if you want to say, get better and better over time, as well as modders are getting. It seems to me like, and I don't know if you all agree or not, but it kind of seems to me that we're seeing more and more interest in playing the game differently than we ever did before. I feel like I'm seeing more and more YouTubers play the game. I don't know how to put it. Maybe not differently, but, well, yeah, differently. Like with this mining and stuff, and incorporating different things like that into the game. And I think it's kind of cool. I don't have a problem with it, obviously. You know, you play the game the way that you want. I've never had an issue with people. You know, that's what makes Farming Simulator, I think. One of the things that makes it so good is it really does open up very well for people to play a lot of different ways. And with all the mods and everything else, I mean, we can all, you know, play the way you want. You can speed farm, you can play realistic, you can, you know, you can play with unrealistic machinery, you know, from one end of the spectrum to the other. Whatever suits your fancy, whatever you enjoy. I've always, I think, kind of fell in the middle ground, more or less, I think, kind of area. I don't necessarily consider myself, certainly not an ultra realistic player. But I also typically shy away from. I like the sprayers that do that. That just kind of focus on areas that need it. That's kind of cool. I typically shy away from super unrealistic mods. Just not my cup of tea necessarily. But to each their own. I think we have more than covered our grounds here. This looks like we missed it, but I don't think. Oh yeah. Look at that. That's pretty cool. I like that. It's not changing colors for some reason, but you know what? We'll take it. We'll definitely take it. Let's take a quick peek at our precision farming map and just see how things are looking right now. Yeah, that's much better. Our pH is solid and our nitrogen is solid. I think our barley is going to have a decent yield. I don't know, what is our yield right now here? 98% expected, 100% yield potential. I know what that 2% is. And I have some bad news for that 2%. I don't think we're going to do that. Not a big rolling fan. I did. I rolled and I rolled and I rolled. I'd roll grass. I'd roll my fields. I did the whole 9 yards. And it just somewhat didn't feel worth it to an extent. I mean, if we had a roller in this Kubota pack, I'd probably say we'd go for it. But there isn't one. And so I kind of just made that farm, what do they call that? The farm manager executive decision, right? And decided, nope, just not gonna do it. Get this thing backed up in here, parked. Unbelievable that I was able to do it even that good. That is well beyond my normal skill level. All right, excelente. Let's take a look at repairs. Yeah, $9. We'll go ahead and get that repaired real quick. How's our M7 doing here? Is this our M7? This is our M7, right? Yeah. Oh yeah, I must have repaired that after we seeded. I generally, this is just something I get in the habit of doing, is when I finish a job, go around and just get the repairs done straight away. I don't normally worry about the paint part because I think it's a little bit outrageous, and I'm hoping Giants does. I'm hoping they make adjustments to this process, to this paint repair process, because, and not so much process, but just how it is incorporated in the game. I feel like it's just kind of arbitrary, and I feel like there's better ways of doing it. Hopefully, maybe we'll see that in what, FS 25? That seems crazy, doesn't it? FS 25. Man, seems like a ways away, but when it gets here, we'll all be like, wow, that was quick. I am looking forward to the Platinum Edition, though, too. The more I think about it, the more I'm kind of getting a little excited about it. That all looks good. I think we're in pretty good shape for repairs go. There's our bales fermenting. Let's just check this out real quick. So we're sitting at 41%. Yeah, okay. We might have to sleep on that. Let's run over and check out our sheep barn. So here is our sheep area. how much money do we have? We've got 70,000 right now. You know what? And we don't owe anything to the bank, do we? Do we owe the bank? Nope, we don't have any loans either. Okay. Let's grab some sheep. Not entirely sure how many to buy, though. I want it to be manageable and not, you know, not get ourselves in too deep too quickly. I do feel like, though, it'd be better to maybe get the mature sheep, get a head start on them, so we start getting payoff a little bit quicker. Let's see here. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 different kinds. What if we were to, how much is 5 is going to run about $2,700. So if we bought 5 of each, let's buy 5 of those. 5 of those. And 5 of those. So that gives us 20 sheep. Let's go say hi to him. Hey, buddy. How you doing? I'm going to call this one... Aw. I'm going to call you Shaun. Shaun the sheep. I like you. I can tell already you and I are going to be friends. And I promise you, I won't let anybody eat you. I promise. We're just after your wool. What's your name there, Chief? You look like somebody I shouldn't turn my back on. Yeah. I got my eye on you. Trust me. Alright, so we've got some sheepy. Let's, what do we need to do? We need to get them some hay, correct? They're probably going to be hungry straight away. Yeah, so let's get them grass or hay. And we can certainly do that, can't we? What do we have? Let's see here. Let me grab a tractor. We could probably even use our Kubota truck to tow this trailer, but let's grab the tractor. And let's head on over, pick up our wagon. We can throw hay or grass in these, can't we? I don't need to worry about a forage wagon, I don't think, do I? Hey, a little crooked, but got the job done, right? Yeah, that'll work. All right, let's head over to the bale barn and let's grab some goodies. I did smooth this out a little bit, so it's not quite as bad. There's a pole there, by the way. I did smooth this out a little bit, so hopefully it's not quite as nasty as it was before. All right, let's see what we have. So, that's right. We don't have hay, but we do have grass. So let's dump some loose grass in here. We could take bales over there, but this seems like an easier option. And what is, actually, now that I think about it, what is the official way to the pig barn? I've just been running around. Is there a paved official way there? Maybe there's not. Yeah, there kind of is around that field, isn't there? More of a walk path, though, kind of. But you know what? It'll work for us. Pull up on in here. I think this thing only does back dump. Don't even tell me you don't need bales, right? You will take grain door and back. Maybe I need to back more. Oh. Stop. We got her. Just had to hit the trigger. And that is going to get really squirrely if it hits that roof, isn't it? Yeah, it is. I remember that when I was playing on Elm Creek, I had a trailer that that was kind of a high dumper. Grain door. Oh no, Brad, don't even think about it. No, don't, nope, 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 nope. Had a bad feeling about that. Let's see if we're real stuck. No, we're not that stuck. Okay, good. But I certainly made something that should have been pretty simple, pretty complicated. Yeah, I certainly did, didn't I? And you know, I am no way gonna be able to back this dolly. Oh, for goodness sakes. You know, if I had any sense or pride, this is the point where I would cut the video, edit it, come back with me parked beautifully underneath there, tell you that I had a recording issue, apologize that for some reason my recording stopped and I had to fix my machine, and yeah, it's gonna get squirrely. Yep, see? She likes to just jump around. And I think it's kind of weird that that goes. Oh, there we go. Will it do grain door? There we go. Oh, no, 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 no. Be nice. Be nice. It's gonna get squirrely again. Yeah, look at it. It wants to. There it goes. There it goes. There it goes. There it goes. No, stop. 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 Oh, stop. Oh, wrecked. No, Kubota. Let go. Release. Oh, no. This was all just from feeding the sheep. I didn't think it was going to be this nasty. Okay. We can fix this. We've got an Oh, man. I don't know if any of you remember Fast Times at Ridgemont High, but I feel like Spicoli, and my dad's got an excellent set of tools. We can fix this. Oh, Spicoli. One of Sean Penn's best characters ever. How much food? I feel like I've done enough work here just getting these stinking sheep fed. How much food do they have? Are we even getting close to finishing this? Hey, at least we won't have to worry about something to do for the rest of the day. We can sit here and I know if I backed in that way, but there's trees right here, and this is one of those dolly trailers, and the likelihood of me backing in with a dolly trailer is, well, very slim to none. And I'm just watching it getting squirrely. Yep, see? It wants to. We might just say, you know what, sheep? You got what you got. There, that's a full trailer load. Oh, man. That was not expected at all. Yeah. That's when you kind of look around and see if, you know, anybody's watching, if your neighbors are out or anything. And you're just looking around going, nobody sees this. Nobody sees this. And then the next day, you find out that the neighbor's kids were out playing and saw the whole thing and had their phone and recorded the whole thing. and your neighbor posted it on Facebook and made, oh yeah, posted it on Facebook, TikTok, any other social media possible, still laughing about it, telling you that it's okay, it could have happened to anybody. Yeah. What a mess. Fortunately, Farming Simulator does not look at stuff like that as damage to vehicles and implements. Otherwise, that would have been an amazingly expensive repair job right there. Whew. Okay. Sheep fed, sheep bought. Fermenting's at 42. Fertilizing's done. I think right now what we can do is let's do a quick game save. And let's go ahead and let's fast forward time. Actually, you know what? What time is it? It's almost 9 o'clock in the morning. Be faster just to do this. I think if we go to environment, 9 o'clock. Let's take it to about, what is that, 5 o'clock p.m.? Just enough light to be able to do something with these if we had to. Oh, Brad, that's right. Well, I am so glad I saved before that. I guess it actually doesn't really matter, but I totally forgot when you accelerate time using easy dev controls, this does not get fermented. Totally forgot about that. All right, that's okay. Let's see what happens if we let's just see what happens if we sleep overnight. And we'll do 7 o'clock this time because 6 was a tad early. Last time we took a nap. All right, let's head back to our sheep. I always like looking at these at night. Don't they look nice? Sheep are lucky. How comfortable. I mean, wouldn't you? I mean, you'd live here, right? Camp out here. This would be perfect. If it's raining, you can move it indoors in here. Oh, that'd be so nice. I wonder where Shaun is. Is this Shaun? I forget if this is Shaun or not. Yeah, that looks like Shaun. Hey, buddy, how you doing? Oh, sorry. My bad. Doesn't like that flashlight pointing in his eyes. All right, let's go check our fermentation here. See what's happening. Where are we at? 68%. And you know what? If I wouldn't have fast forwarded time, we would actually be good to go. So I am going to take you guys on a little trip with me. We're going to exit the game. We're going to go right back in to East Vineland to our last save point, which was just before I made the mistake. Who likes video editing? You know, what good is video editing? Anyways, I think it's always better for y'all to see that, you know, it's funny. I watch some YouTubers and, you know, everything's perfect. Everything's done perfectly. There's never a mistake. There's never this. And, you know, those little edits, you know, something happened there. They made the same mistakes we do, us normal players. Okay, that's right. So we actually are now. So these should be what, 40-some%? Okay, perfect. So we can, this time, I'm not going to use easy dev controls. We are going to do this and manually fast forward. And I think there are, let's see, 43%. I think you can, boy, I don't know if I want to tempt fate or not. I know with easy dev controls, you can also set faster, boy, what's it called? Extra time scales. But that can get a little bit squirrely, and it's kind of like time travel. Some weird things can happen when you start playing around with those extra time scales. We might end up in an alternative universe where this is like a John Deere farm and not a Kubota farm, and yeah, just some weird stuff could happen. And I know that this is probably not very enjoyable. I do apologize if this has been really boring, but this is how Farming Simulator works, right? So we are going to be floating around, yeah, this is about 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and we're at 55% fermentation. I honestly don't think we are going to get to 100% with enough light out to really want to do this. So after all of that, I don't think it's been worth our time. So let's set it back to our real time and let's go home. And we will once again sleep. 7 o'clock. Yeah, let's try 7 o'clock. But this should definitely have our bales, I believe, fully fermented, I do think. And we could even stop and say hi to the sheep again, but we won't do that. We're just going to truck on over to our bale barn. And 88%. So we're further ahead than we were before, but still not to 100%. But that's okay, because we're getting close to the end of this episode anyways, and I will fast forward time so those things are ready to go for us. Oh, look at that. Crops are starting to grow. Our fertilizer did a nice job for us. Says it needs rolling. Blah, blah, blah. No weeds because we plowed. So we are good to go with that. And I'm definitely not... Can you still roll when it's at the first growth stage like this? I don't know if I've ever done that. I think I've always rolled when I did use rolling. Was the same, just directly after seeding. Well, I think that is going to do it for this weird episode of Kubota Farms, East Vineland, New Jersey. I apologize if it was a little too strange for your taste. I think it's fair to say that you probably don't necessarily know what you're going to get into with my recording sometimes, but hopefully you still enjoyed it. I am going to get us moved along throughout the day to get those bales fermented. We'll get those bales collected next time, get them over to our bale barn. We'll check on our sheep and figure out what our next step is. Even if we have to take some loan out, I think we need to start seriously considering some farmland, either farmland expansion, even though, man, stuff is expensive around here though, isn't it? Or we could bear down and get some piggies if we wanted to. There's also a bunch of collectibles, but I just from experience, it's not the most fun watching somebody run around looking for collectibles. Easy dev controls, in case you didn't know, just before I let you go. Easy dev controls does have the collectibles cheat, right? Show collectibles, see that right there? Standard means none. And then you can show, 90% of them found, and you get the idea. 0 found, 10%, 20. So if you wanted to, you could say, hey, I want to find a few collectibles, but I don't want to cheat and find all of them. You could say 90% of them have already been found. Just show me 10%, or basically what would amount to 10 collectibles. And you go to the map, and you look on the map, and we're not going to pay attention, but if you see those little dots wherever they are, and I should have probably picked, it's like 10 of them. I'm sure you guys have already seen one and been like, dude, right there. Maybe I'm missing. Am I missing? I don't see one. That is the right. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. Show collectibles. Where's show collectibles? 0% found, right? Ah, there we go. There's one right there by field 54. Okay. I don't want to be too cheaty about it, but that's how that works. All right, enough stalling. I appreciate y'all checking out my channel again. Leave a like if you feel like it. Subscribe if you, of course, if you want to be, filled in on when. Hey, I put out episodes basically every day. So just expect one. I usually release either Buchern or Kubota at 6 a.m. Monday through Friday. I will sprinkle in other videos like mod minute or so. I also have been throwing out some. I'm playing Farmer's Life, which is basically a story about a not so great Russian farmer who's had a rough life and trying to survive on that, figuring my way out, and who knows what else will come along. But thanks again. You all take care of yourselves, take care of each other. God bless, and I will see you Wednesday morning, I believe. Actually, Tuesday night. I gotta shut up. Tuesday night, though, there is another Mod Minute or so video coming out. So if you haven't checked out my mod videos, check out that Komatsu. It's a super cool truck. And tonight, you'll be seeing this Tuesday. So Tuesday night, check out my other mod video. It's a mod that came out today that I thought was really cool. Thanks again, y'all. Take care, and I'll talk to you soon.